Hello and welcome to the first episode of What's Next in 2022. My name is Tika Truman and I will be showing you my top picks for the first week of the year in terms of games. What kind of games come out every week? It's a series that I'm hopefully going to be able to continuously keep on producing, but I will be checking out all the games that are announced each week, see which ones are worth looking over and discuss a little bit about the game. I do have a very nice set of games for the first week of the year. So without further ado, we'll get right to it. First on the list is a game by One Cruel Studios called Heaven Dust 2. AKA, it's the sequel of Heaven Dust 1, obviously. The studio doesn't have that many games so far. This is pretty much their only game. The game does, however, have a demo that you could try out for free, see if you like it on the Steam marketplace. But if you like zombies and love the Resident Evil series, but you wanted to see Resident Evil pretty much in a chibi version, this is the game for you. It has puzzles, action, exploration, resource management, and even more chibi characters. The trailer does look very interesting. I love the art style. I really think that it's a great idea created by this indie developer. The characters do, however, look very much like straight copies from the Resident Evil characters themselves, so that's a little bit interesting to see. But regardless, the game looks entertaining. Hopefully there's a lot more to it and the game is a bit more in depth, because honestly this looks like a very solid game to try out. You've got the extra time to go with and you just love yourself some chibi and some zombies. This game will be released on the 6th of January, and it definitely is one of the better games that will be releasing in the first week of January 2022. Next up, we're going from chibi all the way towards a Final Fantasy anime-esque RPG game. It will be released on early access, so of course there will be some rough edges on the game. The art style looks very nice. I love the character design. I love the fact that they have like this black line outlining most structures. Though they don't have everything outlined yet, so that's the only downside I really see currently. But the game Alder Forge looks fairly interesting to me, and definitely look forward to what it can turn out to be. It is created by a group called Zine Fallouti, who have only created one game. Previously was more of a puzzle game, and this is their first outing in the RPG genre. I love the aesthetic, as I said. The game looks, I mean, honestly, rough around the edges. There are some things that I really like, but it does feel and look very unfinished. And especially the world building, the world around it needs a little bit more polish to make it look, well, where I hope it can end up to be. But of course, it's early access, so the game is still a work in progress. But if you have a turn-based RPG itch that needs to be scratched and there's nothing else that you can find out there, might want to give this game a try. As said, it will be out in early access on the 7th of January. So definitely a game that you could keep your eyes on. And, well, honestly, it looks pretty interesting. But there is definitely a lot more to be desired. The potential is definitely there. The next game is a Mafia game created by Till's Games, a studio that is also, like the rest of them, very new to the scene. This will be their first game out there. Mafia Family Secret is a top-down shooting game where you pretty much just, as you can see, kill your enemies, go through the missions, and discover the secrets of the Gudici Mafia family. Personally, I love the Mafia games, the 3D Mafia games, Mafia 1, 2, and 1, 2. Let's stick to that. And I honestly love the entire Mafia world. I've loved movies like Goodfellas and the like back in the day. I definitely think that it's a genre that is kind of, well, it's not dying out. It just never was that big, but it always was one of my favorite things to watch. And I mean, the game looks nice, the movement looks nice and clean. The gameplay looks fairly solid. Do hope that they added in a very good story in there, and of course, see how it goes because it is the company's first game. But another game that definitely looks very worthwhile to witness. It will be released on the 8th of January. So a lot of pretty decent games coming out in this first week of January. But there is one more left in the list, and that is the last but not least, and that is the game I personally am looking forward to because, well, you'll see in a second what that game can do. And last but not least, we have Internet Cafe Simulator 2. I know what you're thinking. Oh no, not another simulator game. We've already got tons. I mean, you've got a computer building simulator and everything out there in the world. But, I mean, that's the way I went into this as well. But I checked out the trailer. I checked out what you could do. I was pretty impressed with the way that you can handle the game, the way that there are so many options out there. So I looked into the developer, Cheesecake Development. They have a couple of names under their belt, including Internet Cafe Simulator 1, of course, and Streamer Life Simulator. Not gonna lie, both those games do have a lot of elements that are integrated in each other, but one thing that they definitely do have is a lot of diversity and versatility. And that is exactly what you want to have in a sandbox simulation game where you can pretty much just do whatever you want. There's, as you can see, tons of different things that you can do. You can even play a game in your own internet cafe, a mini game. They've got tons of different mini games. They've got shops where you can buy different items and tools out there. This game honestly looks pretty impressive, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what this game can turn out to be. Because if it actually brings everything to the table bug-free, it definitely looks impressive. And this is also, I mean, I checked out the reviews of the previous games. It was loved by a lot of people. A couple of like 4,000 to 5,000 reviews on both games. Well, everything positive. Well, most of it positive. It's never everything positive. But this game definitely looks fun. And I'm personally not the biggest fan of simulation games, but this game definitely looks exactly what I want to play. It will be releasing on the 7th of January, and for me, this is the highlight of this week. This is the game that even though it's not like the flashy AAA title, these are those nice sleepers that can really surprise you and blindside you, and that's exactly why I'm doing this show indeed. So don't forget to check out Internet Cafe Simulator on the 7th of January. And as an honorable mention last, I would also want to include Floor 100. It is a free-to-play game with an MMORPG kind of vibe to it. It is looking like it's going to be a massive game. It has, well, the name is called Floor 100, so it has 100 floors. Just like you would see in the Sword Art Online first season, where you pretty much just have to grind your way through, beat bosses, get items, make stuff. It has a lot of different features and functions to it in terms of production and resource management, and where you have to get yourselves all the way towards the top. But the game, honestly, it's free to play. It looks like they put a lot of effort into the game, and I would want to add it as an honorable mention again because, well, free to play, why not? And a lot of people love having those very grindy games where you can pretty much just put your mind on AFK and just enjoy it while you play. And honestly, I have to agree with that. You just put something on your second monitor, or you do this while you're studying. Maybe not while you're studying, but it's a nice little additional game that you can check out that has tons and tons of features. They've got NPCs as well as just the crafting, bosses on every floor that you need to beat and get yourselves to a higher level. So this definitely does make up for the honorable mention section. And well, that is it for this week's games. We had 4 pretty solid games. I mean, there was a big list of games that I had to choose from. Not gonna lie, a lot of them were... Okay, we'll not talk about the quality of some of the other games. But honestly, these four definitely look interesting, some more than others. I would not say that it was the most astounding week of the best games coming out, but hopefully the second one will have some hidden gems as well. Definitely Internet Cafe Simulator 2 is the one that I'm keeping my eyes on, but I will be also giving away one of these games if you follow the channel and leave a comment down below. I will choose one person at random and I will announce the winner in next week's video. That person will then get to choose one of these four games that they can pick out and play. Well, they'll get it from me for free on Steam in the giveaway, so don't forget to comment down below and don't forget to subscribe as well. My name was DK. Hopefully you enjoyed the show, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.